Walk through downtown Toronto on a Friday night, and the wealth on display is staggering. Supercars idle in the valet lines, high-end patios are packed, and the skyline glows with endless glass penthouses. But look at the actual math. This chart shows average income levels sitting mostly flat, while the cost of a standard home sits firmly at $1.2 million. Meanwhile, the grocery column shows food costs spiking over 21% since 2022. The math does not add up. If everyone is carrying those macro-level burdens, how are so many young residents affording $500 dinners on a Tuesday? They aren't. What you are seeing is performative wealth. There is a massive, growing gap between holding actual compounding net worth and treating the appearance of success as a monthly subscription. This performance functions as a dangerous macroeconomic trap, propped up by a fake rich balance sheet. The most visible point of leverage is parked right on the street. A blacked-out luxury SUV rolling through the entertainment district implies massive ownership. The reality is usually a $1,400 monthly lease. That payment is a strict commitment to a depreciating liability. When the 4-year term is up, they hand the keys back and walk away with zero equity. Move over to Forest Hill or Rosedale, and the visual language shifts entirely. The driveways hold 10-year-old Volvos. The residents wear plain merino wool. Established wealth prefers quiet assets that compound in the background over loud, expensive announcements. This scatter plot illustrates a fascinating street-level trend, an inverse correlation between the physical size of a designer logo and the wearer's liquid net worth. The louder the branding, the less capital is backing it up. The logo is doing the talking precisely because the bank account cannot. Genuine wealth operates silently. When you see hyper-expensive liabilities paraded in public, you are almost always looking at a mask for high-interest consumer debt. The cars and clothes are only the capital expenditures. Maintaining access to elite social circles requires constant, grinding operating costs. Take the booming class of self-styled founders. They pay $800 a month for a co-working desk to update their online bios, while their e-commerce stores generate almost zero product revenue. They avoid paying business taxes entirely, simply because there is no income to declare. Then there is the great Muskoka cottage illusion. Dropping a reference to a summer weekend up north projects generational land ownership. Probe a little deeper, and that exclusive family retreat is often a 4-hour rental, used primarily to manufacture social currency on a Friday afternoon. This trickles all the way down to dinner. We all know the person who aggressively demands a reservation at a high-end spot like ALO, and then conveniently needs to split the bill evenly, or entirely loses their credit card the moment the tab arrives. Performing for an audience generates an unsustainable social overhead. Every dollar spent maintaining the illusion of a wealthy lifestyle is a dollar permanently drained away from actual wealth generation. But the ultimate financial flex in this city has always been real estate. For years, buying into pre-construction condo developments was treated like a guaranteed path to the upper class. This graph tracks Greater Toronto pre-construction valuations. During the 2020 to 2022 boom, speculators bought multiple units, confusing a bull market with intelligence. Now, values have taken a 14 to 21% cliff drop heading into 2025. Speculators face negative equity, unsecurable mortgages, and developer lawsuits. The fallout exposes a brutal reality. There's a massive difference between being wealthy and being house poor. Pushing 60% of your take-home pay into a mortgage just to keep a detached home means you are highly leveraged, not highly successful. Confusing debt leverage with true net worth is a lethal financial game. The second the renewal rates hit and the basic math stops working, the entire facade collapses into ruin. You can fake the car, you can fake the cottage, but there is one financial metric that is entirely immune to performance: a fully funded, liquid emergency fund, sitting quietly and earning compound interest. This chart compares the stark reality. A massive segment of the population pushing a $1,400 monthly vehicle lease has a total liquid savings balance of less than $2,000. The luxury overhead is completely hollowing out their actual cash reserves. It is easy to judge, but the pressure to project success in a hyper-competitive city is crushing. For newcomers, first-generation kids, and young professionals fighting to justify their sacrifices, the emotional drive to visually prove they have made it is deeply human, but we have to redefine the target. True status today looks like a maxed out tax-free savings account. It looks like a 10-year-old vehicle with a cleared title. It looks like a business that generates actual taxable revenue. True financial peace requires zero audience. The next time you find yourself surrounded by loud flashing displays of status, remember, the quietest people in the room are usually the ones holding the actual wealth.